Hello everybody, RBM back here with another video. Today I got a kind of shorter Marvel showcase. I really only have kind of like 2.5 figures. But first off, let me show the first one. Well, really only 2 figures. I got the Lizard from SpiderMan. So if I could focus here. So I made my own custom Lizard, a minifig version here I could show you next to Spider-Man. So it's not really size accurate, because the Lizard is quite bigger than Spider-Man. But this one, I decided to not do that. The reason I made him is because I wanted to use this mouse tail that came from Speedy Gonzalez. So I decided, hey, I think that would look good for like a lizard tail. So I put on the Lizard. He has those weird kind of fawn legs, and then that ripped up lab coat design. And then I used the Hulk, I think like a Mighty Micro Hulk, but I painted on kind of to make it more lizard-like. So it's the Lizard. He has the purple pants and everything. So yeah, there is Spider-Man's Lizard. Now, the more interesting figure. Actually, before that, I've been working on. So I recolored an IronMan helmet to give it the classic kind of brighter red and then yellow instead of gold design. I thought it looked cool, so I just wanted to flex that real quick that I did that, because I can do that because I'm a customizer. But the main Iron Man that I made a different Iron Man. It's a classic Iron Man. Now I know we kind of already got a classic Iron Man through the Mighty Micros line, but again, it's a Mighty Micros version, so I made a real version of the classic original Iron Man, and here it is, and I am really proud of this paint job. Now I can get Mishinek to stop complaining about my paint jobs, hopefully. So here is classic Iron Man. So he has these orange blasters because, you know, his repulsor is orange. Here's the classic Iron Man. Sorry about the interruption. But classic Iron Man, so he had the repulsors in the orange. So I'm really happy how this turned out. Uses the Invincible Iron Man helmet with a whole bunch of new paint. And you can just see here is I did a whole bunch of kind of comic book shading, or just shading in general. See on the yellow parts is for the shadows I did those in orange, and for the highlights I did those in white. So you can see a little bit of white there for the highlights, and even on the top of the helmet. And on the red parts, for the shading I used dark red and almost black, and then for the highlights I also used the orange. So yeah, and I think it turned out looking really cool, really unique looking figure here. So you can see I painted on the little eye holes he has, and you can see his eyes through there, and the little mouth thing that classic Iron Man has. He has these kind of fake dual molded arms and fake dual molded legs. I would love to see this actually made as a figure if Lego could do this, because that would be cool, really cool. So you can see there he has a whole bunch of lines down here that I painted on. Everything's painted except the arc reactor. I just took that straight from the Mighty Micros, because the Mighty Micros was really accurate to just the original classic Iron Man. Except the repulsor, the little centerpiece is a bit too big. But you know, doesn't really matter that much. I did some shading even on the helmet. You see the dark red and the little grooves there. And then also, I gave him a kind of classic Iron Man face print and also a hair to go along with it. So, like I said, I based this off the comics, and he has more of just kind of that. It kind of looks more like Tony Stark's father, because it has that little mustache design instead of the goatee kind of design that Robert Downey Jr. has. But like I said, I based it off the comics, so instead of just using that Robert Downey Jr. face, I decided to make my own kind of comic book accurate face. And yeah, that's it. And also, hold up, and yeah, you could probably put this helmet on him. So I'm gonna see how that looks with this kind of more modern helmet on the classic. Actually, that doesn't look half bad. I mean, I still like this one way better, and I'm really just happy how that paint job turned out. And yeah, probably one of my most favorite figure when it comes to paint job so far, because of just the amount of shading and whatnot I did. So yeah, that's Iron Man. Like I said, I started working on this guy, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue on it. It's kind of just like a more, it's like an in between like classic and like more modern, but you know, whatever. So those are all two of my Marvel figures. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, do all that good stuff. Also, go watch Iron Man. Read the first issue of Iron Man. Go watch that one SpiderMan movie with the Lizard. But most importantly, go watch the 2011 film Rango. It is a banger of a film, and just have a wonderful day. Ciao.